We walk past people with perfect smiles, never knowing the ache they hide. Some hearts learn to shine on the outside while drowning quietly on the inside. We show up, we perform, we smile. But inside, some days feel heavier than our bodies can carry. Perfect posts, big smiles, big energy. But a phone can't show a heart that's breaking quietly. Night falls, and silence gets loud. Thoughts racing, chest tight, wishing peace would finally stay. Overthinking feels like drowning in thoughts nobody hears, exhausted. But trying again tomorrow. Sometimes the hardest battles are fought quietly, alone, with a brave face and a tired heart. They said strength means silence. They lied. Strength is speaking. Courage is feeling. A message. A call. A whisper, "Hey, I need someone." That tiny sentence can save a life. Just being heard heals. Sometimes we don't need solutions, just a human who listens. Writing hurts. Writing heals. Pages become mirrors where honesty finally breathes. Therapy isn't weakness. It's learning to breathe again, step by step, with someone holding space. There is light, even if you don't see it yet. Healing is slow, but real. And you are never walking alone. Sometimes it starts young. The quiet ache, the unspoken worry. A child who smiles easily, but feels everything too deeply. They learn to stay strong too soon. To hide, to please, to hold it all in, and no one ever asks, "Are you truly okay?" Then one day, you pause. You step outside, feel the wind touch your skin, and for a moment, you remember what calm feels like. The trees don't judge. The sky doesn't rush you. Nature just whispers, "Breathe." Healing often begins quietly, with someone who stays when the words don't come. A friend, a stranger, a hand that doesn't let go. Connection doesn't fix everything, but it reminds you that love still exists, and that's enough to keep going. You look in the mirror and see someone different now, not broken, just reshaped by the storms. The reflection still trembles, but there's a new softness in your eyes, the kind that says, "I made it this far." You start to write, to paint, to sing, not for perfection, but for release. Every word, every stroke, every note becomes a small act of survival, proof that you're still here, still feeling, still human. Healing isn't loud. It's getting out of bed on a hard morning. It's smiling, even when it feels strange. Tiny victories, invisible to the world, but to your soul, they're miracles in slow motion. One day you'll look back and realize, the storm didn't break you. It taught you how to dance in the rain. And when the light returns, you'll whisper softly to yourself, "I'm proud I stayed." When life feels heavy, in your relationships, parenting, or within yourself, Noela Family Counseling is here to help you take the first step toward clarity, growth, and healing. Book your session online in minutes. Our personalized programs are designed for you, your story, and the growth you're ready for. Step forward today, your journey to healing begins here. Book your session today. Your journey to healing starts here.